back to it if that it'll allow. Maybe I'm about to speak on something that's a little too much. Um, a lot of times I hear women in real world applications, not on the internet mainly, but in real life saying men in this red pill movement, these type of guys, shit, all they do is talk down to women. They talk about women. They put black women down only. And that's all men do online all day, every day. But it's never any accountability from the majority. There are a few women I've seen in the last few weeks that call out the hypocrisy, call out the foolishness, call out the behaviors, call out the attitude, call out the mind frame, call out all the foolishness that is not okay for anyone to be doing, male nor female. But if you are a mother, you have children, you have responsibilities, one would think you would carry yourself in such a way that would um, give you the highest chance to put your best foot forward, get the best outcomes out of any situation, not just for you, but your children, your family, so on and so forth. Just holding yourself in a respectable way, respectable light, on and offline, talking to people right, treating people right. Um, no one saying you have to be abused and walked over, and none of that. But where's your intuition? Where's your God given sense and sensibility to know better? You do better. And stop coming with excuses for everything that everything was the man's fault. I had no choice. I was abducted. I was kidnapped. I was forced into opening my legs for this man that I didn't know. Um, why aren't you with this man? Because he's so horrible. A rational woman or man who has not made these type of decisions would say, hold up now, the man wasn't good enough for you, but you gave him a baby. The man wasn't shit. He was cheating, lying, manipulator. He was also a sociopath, and he was what's y'all favorite one? Narcissist. That's the one. They love narcissists. Every man's a narcissist, right? A man making under $40,000 doesn't have an expensive car, doesn't have an expensive home, um, doesn't have much motion going on in the world besides going to his job and coming back to the house, maybe having a couple beers and playing the game. You're telling me this is the majority of men or young men to men. They don't have shit going on. They're not in the mix. They're not posting on their social media all day. They're not taking 1,000 pictures of themselves every day, posting it, letting you know they got a haircut. They're probably not getting haircuts like that. They're probably not out on the scene where everybody who's the man or the woman is. They're not on vacations weekly. They're doing enough to take care of whatever they can take care of. You're telling me these people are narcissists, not the women that's online the majority of their day. A lot of our women spend the majority of their day online or doing things to be posted online so they can keep up some type of, I guess, persona that they got some shit going on. What I don't find is them panning over to their bathroom, their kitchen, their bedroom area, just to see how clean that is. But that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. As long as you can fix the crust out your eye, maybe brush your teeth, comb your hair, or do whatever you're gonna do with it, you all right. Everything else, your pH levels, when the last time you had a physical, when the last time you worked out for 30 to 40 minutes, not no little bullshit workout you call a workout. You actually was sweating. You sweating in different areas, sweating in your private parts, sweating on your feet, your back, your neck, coming down, your head. A lot of you don't want to sweat. Can't take you serious. You don't even sweat, man. Come on, man. But this is a woman on here who's fat. Um, she says she's 4'11" and 200 pounds. I guess.
I've dealt with a lot of things in my life that.
Lady, you're not in no good. You're not in no good space. You're not in no happy space. You're not. No, you're not. You're still dealing with a man 13
But
years.
listen, can I finish?
Is this man gonna make? No, you cannot right now. Is this man gonna marry you?
Absolutely not. This is why.
Thank you. No, be quiet. Be hush. Shh. He's not gonna marry you. You've been messing with a man 13 years that ain't gonna marry you off and on for the sake.
I'm aware, and this is why. It's been 3 months since I last had sexual relations. I don't deal with him anymore.
It ain't gonna last that much longer. You're gonna do it again. Your past,
I want to do it
your
again.
past is a strong prediction of your future.
I know, but
how long have you weighed this much? How long? Your daughter's 7. You've been this heavy for 7 years?
No.
You said before you had your daughter, you was a fitness junkie.
Yeah, I was. I can show pictures too, just in case you want to see. But yeah,
I don't want to
yes,
see.
I was.
Okay, so shh, hold on. So listen. So now that after you didn't have your daughter, you're not a fitness junkie no more. So you started gaining. You already had gained weight when you had her, when you had the baby, and I'm sure you never went back and lost it. How much did you weigh before you had your daughter?
Before I had my daughter.
Before you got pregnant. Before you got pregnant.
Before I got pregnant, I was a smooth, like, 115. Yeah, like 115, maybe 120. I don't know. It's been a few
That's what
years.
You got to get back to.
Absolutely.
So you ain't been there since, you haven't, like I said, you ain't been that size since you were, 8 years ago. You were 20 years old.
Yeah, and to be honest, I do go to the gym. I'm in the gym. I go, like I said, 4 times a week.
How much weight have you lost in the last 30 days?
In the last 30 days, probably.
No, not probably. Not, you ain't doing nothing. You should be tracking and knowing exactly how much.
I do. Listen,
hush for a minute. Hush for a minute. You should track and know exactly how much weight that you have lost to the pound. You should be tracking your calories, your food intake.
No, she ain't doing all that.
You ain't tracking nothing. How in the hell you talking about you was a fitness junkie? And
I was, though. I would work out every
Hold on. You should immediately know how much weight that you've lost.
This was my point. You've heard a little bit of what bro was talking about. But they used to really, that's my point I got off. Kevin Samuels, this is Black Guru guy. I don't know him outside of this persona online. Because he's a man, I don't, or a woman, I'm not finna deep dive into trying to find who the fuck you are exactly. I was just so surprised that the same women, some women that would criticize Kevin Samuels never criticized the women who came online to talk to a nigga that y'all felt like was a homosexual. Y'all felt like he was rude and obnoxious to the women. But y'all would come on this motherfucker telling them bullshit that doesn't make sense to nobody. But if he call you out on your bullshit, he's a mean man. Well, the lack of having a father or a male figure around to tell you some of these things, half y'all wouldn't have the baby daddies and wouldn't be living the life you were able to do by doing what the fuck you want if you had a man that was in your life that could tell you something. Y'all don't want to be told shit. You want to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Whatever the bad consequences, whatever the children go through, oh well, so be it. I got to do it on my own. Like, that's the best option, doing it by yourself. What a nigga say, I can raise a child by myself. And then nigga say, you can goddamn drive a car with your feet. That don't mean you need to do it. The fuck's going on?
In the last 30 days.
But my point was, this nigga is a lot more harsher than Kevin Samuel was to men and women. Like, he talks to men and women. He's quite harsh. He be telling hoes to shh, 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 and they like it. They love it. I guess because if a man is handsome to a woman, he seems he's successful and got it going. They'll be quiet for that because his show would not prevail if he only dealt with hood, ratchet, loud, ghetto motherfuckers that cut him off, talked over him, went Super Saiyan ghetto, just repeating herself every few seconds. We've all seen the type. His show would not go anywhere because he would have to cut these women off. Not in the sense of telling them they're not gonna shush. He shush these bitches. They gon' who the fuck is you shushing? I ain't your motherfucking child. You don't tell me what the fuck. But you came onto the platform knowing what the fuck come. If you watch the platform, you know what the fuck going on. My thing is both these niggas, from Kevin Samuels to Black Guru, is way too nice to you hoes. I ain't finna sit up here and play with you. I don't gotta call you out your name necessarily, but I'm ashamed to dog shit out of you on here. Give me your Instagram and let me see your actual life, bitch. You gonna be like, damn, why did I do that? But this woman is 4'11" and say she 200 pounds. Say she was 110, 115 pounds before she had a child. You gained 80 fucking pounds and kept 80 pounds. Your child is 7. That's interesting.
You should be tracking. You should be able to tell me everything that you ate today, yesterday, the day before. That's the only way you're gonna be able to lose weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always yeah.
Right.
What did you eat yesterday? Name me everything you ate from start to finish.
What did I eat yesterday?
No, you don't even know. If you gotta say what did I eat, that means it ain't even written down nowhere.
Wait a minute. It's not written.
I don't want to hear it. Don't even tell me. Okay. I don't even want to know. It was probably a bunch of junk.
No, it wasn't a bunch of junk. I can cook. I normally make stuff like chicken cutlets, stuff like that.
What happened?
A lot of
chicken
rice
cutlets.
In my household, which I'm trying to.
No, it's a lot of junk. That's why you that size.
Oh, gee, wow, okay, yeah.
What's the heaviest?
I'm not offended.
What's the heaviest you've been in the last 3 years?
What you are now?
I've been in the last 3 years was 250 pounds.
God damn.
250 pounds. I'm 200 pounds. Okay, and going down.
250 fucking pounds.
I'm not.
You know, I have a hard time. Listen, I didn't want to say nothing earlier, but I have a hard time believing you 200 pounds. I have a hard time. Do you have a scale in your house right now? Go stand on it. Let me see.
The scale doesn't have batteries in it, but I don't even have like clothes on for real. No, I'm serious. This shit sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
Scale don't have batteries in it.
It doesn't, but I would stand up. But I don't
put batteries in it.
The top. I'm like in the bed. I could put some clothes on and maybe stand up.
People on Instagram, I'm gonna restart the stream on Instagram because my chat is frozen. I'm gonna restart the stream. Don't worry, don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna restart it. Y'all can come right back, or if y'all want to head over to YouTube, there's a whole bunch of people on YouTube watching and all in the comments. Okay, hold on one second, lady.
Lady. I love it.
OMG.
OMG. Shut your big ass up.
Body like that.
Does my mental state, am I giving off like I'm mentally unstable or something?
Yes. For years. Okay. The fact that you still, when's the last time you've been in therapy? You probably need somebody that is gonna, like a therapist that's gonna help you with your mental state, your diet, all of that stuff. You need somebody like that.
Does my mental state, am I giving off like I'm mentally unstable or something?
Yes. For years. Okay. The fact that you're still dealing with this man.
I'm not dealing with him anymore.
No. I don't want to hear that.
Stop talking.
13 years on and off. You've struggled mightily with your weight for all of these years. Yes. Now we're back with the comments on the IG. To the people that may just be coming in on IG, we're having a discussion. You should be able to hear everything this woman is saying, but you're not going to be able to see her because the video is over on YouTube. But you can hear everything she's saying. Okay. Back to what I was saying. You struggle with all this weight for all these years. We're talking about almost 10 years of being heavy. You're telling me now you lost 50 pounds, but I don't even believe that. Because hold on, you're not tracking nothing. And you can't even tell me how much weight exactly you've lost in the last 30 days. So how the hell am I going to believe you lost 50 pounds recently?
Just because, like, I have, like, receipts on my phone and everything like that.
Receipts?
I have a reason to lie. Why? I don't,
what type
like,
of receipts you got on your phone?
Receipts on your phone of what?
Just me in the gym, me tracking my progress, my body, how it...
I'm gonna pause that, man. This bitch say she got receipts on her phone. What type of fucking receipt? That's gonna show your big ass was less bigger. You were bigger than what you is now. Hold on. Say she got receipts. 4'11", 200 pounds. Used to be 250, now you're 200. She say she be eating chicken cutlets and rice. Alright.
How it looks and everything. I definitely, for my height, I definitely am considered overweight, but I consider myself just a more chubbier girl. Like, I'm chubby, you know. I wouldn't say, I'm not 600 pounds, you know, not that it makes a difference. I'm not trying to make up excuses. I do agree with what you have said. Yes, I have struggled with my weight, but I would like some type of, like, you know, a little pat on the back, because it has been hard for me to leave this man alone, just because I don't want to be promiscuous. I don't want to be out here messing with Tom, Steve, Dick, Mike, Harry, and
How many men have you been with in your lifetime? Total. Intimately. I don't care if they've been in any intimate way, mouth, or anything.
I would prefer to answer that question privately.
Okay, well, you telling me, so that already tells me something big about you already.
You sleep around.
So I already know what that means, because the women that haven't been with many, they don't have a problem answering that. They can answer that right away.
Well, I
so
like
hold on,
stop talking.
So now you're telling me y'all like to try to re-virgin y'allself.
Absolutely not.
Yes, y'all do.
Not me.
Stop talking.
Not me.
Then why?
Now, I would have been a liar if I would have come up here and said yes.
You just said you don't want to be promiscuous and be out there like that no more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so so when you were younger, that's what you did, right? You were out there.
Yes.
I mean,
listen, it's given. You got the big old lashes, the super long fingernails. It's given that. Trust me, I know women like you. I spot y'all a mile away.
Oh no.
You probably hold that man's joint in your hands with them fingernails sticking out and go to work. And because y'all bigger girls gotta make up, so y'all be more nasty than the smaller girls. Y'all bigger girls gotta make up for the bedroom with using different. I know what y'all do. Y'all have different techniques that y'all have to make up for. No, I know. No, you're not gonna fool me. You got some claws on you. You ain't fooling me tonight.
I'm not trying to fool you. I'm being perfectly transparent with you. I don't. One thing about me, I'm into beauty. I run my own lash, hair, beauty company, and I'm a walking billboard. I like to express myself.
Hold on 1 second. I want you to take a good look at yourself in my screen. You can see yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you ain't got no clothes on? Look at your nails. Look at your eyelashes and things. Look at the tongue,
200
the brain
pounds.
that you're trying to hide right now and swallow. You wish you could swallow it right now, don't you? Just like you swallow other stuff, probably you wish you could swallow.
No way. Come on now.
I know we got bigger shit and bigger fish to fry, which is the oppressor, the real ops. That's who we got to go after. I spend a little moments of my day seeing what's going on in the culture, and I realize we're not addressing what really needs to be talked about. We want to entertain each other. We want to laugh. We want to critique others. We want to share our opinions and our feelings and emotions, and we all in one way or another being affected by a faceless entity that controls our day to day. Just because some of you are able to make enough of their currency to pay for services and goods, you think you're exempt from if they change what their currency system is, or if they say, hey, everything you put in our banks and in our stock and in our shit, we don't do that no more. That shit locked. Like, but I put my life savings in that. If all you have of your life savings is actual money, you didn't have no life of us. There wasn't no savings in your life. Damn. I never seen a bird skeet like that. The fucking the hummingbird just secreted something from his backside that didn't look white. It looked kind of clear, but a good amount of it, like it was like a stream, my nigga. Very concise. And a bird ain't but this big, so if I can't show this nigga. He in this bird. He in this tree though. That middle motherfucking tree up there. Now that shit, I seen that bitch go damn near to the gate level of this tree. That shit shot. And it made like a noise. Motherfucker. Hot. Get up out of there. Hey man. There's some shit we need to be addressed. I guess I gotta handle that in person. I'm gonna get back to entertaining you niggas real quick to finish up this video. But I like the fact that this man, because he's not interested in you, he's not trying to appease to you. That be the problem with these niggas who need your dollar or is after your dollar to make profit for themselves. I can honestly see. I've seen this man say, hey, if you goddamn fucking with the campaign, go on and send some money over here so you can support what the fuck I got going on. But he ain't asking in a nice way. He not switching up saying, please, come on, I'd appreciate. Nah, since you such a boss bitch and you such on top of your shit and you got money like that, go on and spend the money. Support what's going on if you really about it. Put your money where your mouth is. That's the one thing I can tell. He don't need these women. He not looking for that. He don't care if he offend the bitch. He don't care if the bitch don't watch him no more. That's the beautiful thing. All these other niggas be tiptoeing about what a bitch gonna think or what she gonna feel or what the comments saying, so he ain't gonna keep it all the way funky with a bitch. He gonna, no, you know, we gotta start holding these men accountable for being deadbeat daddies, and we gotta start showing these men how to be men, not boys. And we like, from this nigga, who is this nigga to be saying this shit to? Us. Who is this nigga to be talking to the overall population of black men? But I bet he don't go talk to no young boys in real life that ain't for no profit or some type of fucking promotion for what he got going on. People who really doing shit ain't got no cameras out there. They people got cameras just cause that's what the fuck going on. But ain't nobody posting this shit. It's for the children. It's for the people we helping. This is for, okay, y'all can put these pictures up and we'll send it to y'all so they can have memories of what the fuck we came and done. But I don't need my phone on me showing you, yeah, we down here at the park feeding the homeless one more time. You already see what's going on. But if that's what you doing, cool. Now past feeding them, what the fuck are we doing? But y'all don't want to hear a nigga like me. Y'all want this shit to keep going the way it need to go, man. I need the land. I need the resources to do what need to be done for the people. I'm not concerned for profit. Long as, man, if I do so much good for everybody, people gonna make sure I'm good. If I get up every day and I work hard at providing a service for the community, not just mine, but period, and I'm helping influence and change hearts and minds, people coming together now on my behalf of me getting up every day. People working together to solve this, to solutions, make solutions. What people really need, not what they want. Y'all got enough what you want. Too much distraction with not enough focus on attention of what the fuck really matter. Period, point blank. Niggas divulge hours of their day to do some shit that don't impact nobody else but themselves and them possibly getting some money. All money ain't good money. Ain't none of it worth a bitch ass thing. If they tell us it don't matter, what the fuck is your backup plan? We will not barter and trade. We don't produce anything. We don't manufacture anything. We don't have distribution of anything. If we need to move something, we're going to have to call them, right? Why don't we have our own? Everything that they have, we should have our own plus a higher level of it. Because you know how we do it. We do it to the maximum. We niggas yelling out Uber and Lyft like we can't do that. You give me 100,000 or however much it takes to get all the insurance and the paperwork and trademark the name, and I got a goddamn rideshare system that will outdo both of their rideshare programs. I'm not out here bull jiving. I see this shit for the long run. I'm looking at other countries of what's going on. You right around the connector. My apologies when I speak, you think I'm thinking from a very narrow viewpoint. The rainbow go out of reach, my nigga. That's where I'm looking at. I can't see no more. You right here. You got them blinders on. You don't want to see nothing but what you want to see. But let's finish.
Okay. Do you think that your image is giving wife material right now?
Right now at this second, it's just giving.
Somebody named Sabrina said, I'm naked too watching, but I'm not. Lord have mercy. How many of y'all women, hold on a second.
I mean, it's 1:41 in the morning.
Hold on. I gotta ask them, how many of y'all women watching me but y'all naked right now or close to naked? Be honest. Shh, I'm asking them. How many of y'all? Be honest. How many of y'all? Just let me know. Just tell the truth. I'm reading the comments right now on both platforms. Let me know. How many of y'all watching right now and with little to no clothes on? Thank you, Ivory. Thank you for being honest, Ivory. She said I am.
Shout out to you, Ivory.
Oh my God, I'm fully clothed. Okay, John Doe. That's a man, I think. Lord have mercy. I got some men in here watching me butt naked.
Terrible.
Lord have mercy.
But I feel like you never answered my question.
Okay, what's your question?
My question was to you, what would be your advice for women to gain the upper hand in relationships? That's a generalized question.
Get the upper hand.
I don't want you to like prejudge me and things like that because I feel like
What is this bitch talking about?
I don't even know what you're talking about. The upper hand. You sound like you're on some manipulative type of stuff.
OMG, I'm just saying. What I mean by the upper hand is just...
Hold on a minute. You ever work in the pole clubs, gentleman clubs, anything like that?
Absolutely not.
Where'd you learn all your skills on how to do what you do in the bedroom?
Porn.
Jesus. Haven't heard this conversation at all. So.
Okay, what part of the world are you from?
Florida.
You're just from Florida? You just a BW from Florida?
No, originally I'm Haitian.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I could hear it. I was gonna say you sound like you're Haitian.
Yeah.
I've talked to enough women during my platform time, so I know different accents and things. Okay. Yeah. So as a Haitian woman, right? We're talking about this thing. This is the topic. We're talking about being able to attract and keep a man like me. So I want to know, have you been able to ever attract or keep a man similar to me or somewhat like me? Have you ever been able to have one?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's he at right now?
The thing didn't work out.
Okay, why?
Child's father. Things didn't work out.
He's your child's father?
Mm-hmm.
Were you guys ever married?
No.
Okay. Why do you think it didn't work out?
We outgrew each other, and he was doing things that he was not supposed to be doing. So, as a woman, I think that if I don't believe in staying in something, just because to keep that person, and if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, I think it's best sometimes.
What do you mean he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do? What does that mean?
As far as infidelity and so I had to just...
First of all, a man like me, me, I'm not that type of a man. I don't mess around with a bunch of other women or other women. When I'm with a woman, I'm with her. But that goes to ask the other question. Do you think that you were worthy enough what made him a man like me? What kind of man was he?
I mean, he had his own business.
Was he religious? Was he Muslim, Christian? What was he?
He was a Christian.
Okay. Was he pretty strong in his faith?
Yes. I wouldn't say, at the time, I wouldn't say yes. No, he wasn't really strong in his faith.
Okay.
My past, I'm not a saint by
How old are you?
40. In my profession, I have to use social media to continue to promote what I do and increase business and, bring clients my way, right? However, I don't want to lead with my career when it comes to dating. So I don't want to feel like I'm hiding what I do or any of that nature because I really feel like I can't. But I feel like I keep running against these preconceived notions before I have a chance to explain, like, I know what you think based on what you're seeing. However, if you ask me a specific question, I can say, that's not my beliefs. That's not how I operate. That's not how I am. But I feel like
what's your question? I'm still not getting.
How do you avoid the preconceived notions when you have a career where you can't hide? So if you want to tell a man, hey, I want you to get to know me for my character, not, for what I do, because it's not who I am.
They know you.
How do I avoid that when my profession means I have to keep showing you, often what I do?
You chose to be a public figure if that's what you got going on. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna say, but if she was asking me this, first off, I I'd be like Myra on Martin when he went to the unemployment line, and Martin was talking about these folk know me. She told Martin straight up, these folk don't know you. These folk do not know you, nigga, at all. And that's what Angry Man came up out of that motherfucker, man. Man, set your ass down. Man, come on, don't nobody know you. That's what I would first ask a bitch. What is it that you supposed to be doing that you use social media to brand it? Because I'm not interested in it. I've never heard of you, bitch. If you didn't come on here, I don't care that you're in another city, in another place, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at you now. There's nothing you could be doing that's interesting enough to have a whole bunch of people fucking with it that you telling me the only man you getting is motherfuckers who got a preconceived notion of what you are, what you act like, how you act, so on and so forth. Are you meeting men at the events you do? What men are... You do a service that's for like everybody? Are you on the radio? Are you like a DJ? Or what are you, a food motherfucker? Because she pretty big from what it looked like. So I'm going to see what he going to tell the motherfucker. But in my mind, ain't nothing you can tell. Can't nothing get you no upper hand or not be preconceived if you always... The only men that's fucking with you is the ones that see you from how you promote yourself. And if you ain't promoting yourself on social media the same way you are in real life, then you're doing a disservice to your real self of thinking you're going to get results from real life showing people a depiction that's not really you on the internet where people take that as your real life. I ain't got no videos of me doing some shit I don't really do, man. I do this shit, man. I do this shit on or off camera, man. Sit outside, sit inside, sit in the tub. You know what I mean? Yeah, I take baths. I don't give a fuck about how y'all feel about it, man. Oh, this nigga take baths. Oh, bath taking ass nigga. Let's be clear. 98% of the time it's a shower. But before the bath, there's a shower. Full clean tub out. Excuse me. Get that good Epsom salt. That good smelling shit. You know what I mean? I might throw a bath bomb in that guy. Or straight nigga shit. Go get the Dawn or whatever the fuck I'm using to wash the but they got the bubble bath. You use what the fuck you want. I'm telling you what I done. Have you one rolled up. Have you a little water. Whatever you sipping on, a beer, wine, cocktail. Have that guy in there with you. You know what I mean? Put on your jams. Put your candles on. Nigga, and soak and relax, bro. To immerse yourself in the water is it's a natural experience to do from time to time. Putting your toe taps on the earth is something, yeah. That having that connection with Mother Nature is something we need to be doing. We have to do it, and we so unconnected because we got this device that give us all this attention and distraction from what the fuck is right in front of us. Everything we need is right in front of us, but yet we always seeking something else, always seeking the admiration of somewhere else, always needing the attention of something else other than what the fuck is necessary. Greedy, selfish. Hey Siri, what are the 7 sins?
The 7 sins consist of pride, gluttony, greed, lust, sloth, envy, and wrath. This is from fandom.com. For more, say open this on iPhone.
Let's continue.
And you don't like telling the men your profession?
I don't mind. You can't hide it. It's all over my social media. But I feel like because of that, especially when they see the volume of real estate I sell, I feel like when I meet guys, especially that see on social media, the comments are like, well, I'm just waiting for you to tell me that you got it. Or I'm just waiting for you to tell me that you don't need no man. And that's not even how I think. That's not even my vernacular. But I don't have a chance to even say that because people make assumptions.
Why aren't you trying to find a man in your profession that makes good money like you then?
You know, I don't have a problem dating someone in my profession. I never have had that issue. But like I said, sometimes you meet people just by chance that tend to be more insecure sometimes, and sometimes they're intimidated. And even though, again, I don't leave
What are they
that.
intimidated by?
Like I've had comments, like I'll start dating someone and I've had comments and they'll say something like, well, I was hoping that we could go out to dinner here, but you probably don't eat places like that. And I'm like, where would that even come from?
Since high school, a lot of us don't know, and even then didn't know who the special amongst us was. And now they're just out here with a phone, a computer, a tablet, able to talk and speak and say things and just be left to their own devices to do whatever the fuck. I do not agree. If a woman cannot pass an aptitude test and pass a test of common sense, logic, being rational, she should not have full dictatorship to do whatever she wants. She can ruin everything. A woman before a man can ruin everything because she'll poison everything. The children, herself, the men that fuck with her, they'll take that scar and that toxicity and move it forward. A woman has that much influence. Men don't have that much influence in that direction of the whole, because other men won't even see this. A woman has more access to men and women and children by nature. If you see a man who has no children, but he's a guest, he's just accompanying someone who coming to get their child from a very small child daycare. They only go up to 5 years old. He accompanies a woman who's coming to get her child, but in the point of him being there, he goes in there and he's getting very touchy-feely, very involved with the children. He's hugging the children. He's kissing babies. You even thinking about it right now does what? Puts you in a very uncomfortable state. That somehow, some way, he couldn't love children. Somehow, some way, just because they're not his children, he may have children of his own. He may be a great father. He may not, he doesn't have any type of predatorial child pedophilia, none of that in him. He ain't on none of that time. He just adores children, all children. He just adores them. He thinks they're God's gift to us, and it's another chance to do it right. That's how he sees this, and he loves on them. Not in an intimate, romantic way, but just to show them a presence of a male or a figure of God, that you're special, and wanting to look directly at a child and hold a child. That shit is damn near not easy for a lot of women to even think is a real thing from a man. But for some reason, a woman, I've seen my whole life, it's happened to me, it's happened to niggas I grew up with, that a woman that could be 20 years your senior could see you as a adolescent child. We're not talking about even teenage age. I'm not 13 yet. Oh, he's so cute. He's so handsome. Ooh, that's my little man. Ooh, he's so handsome. He's so cute, touching you. Can I get a hug? They holding you. You're like, the fuck this old lady on, man? Yeah. A woman want to go pick up a baby she don't know like that and be around a child ain't shit. Why? Y'all always want to say everything's flowing on both ends except for shit that you don't want to exclude. You want to exclude men not capable of what you are. And usually those things are your nurturing, your loving, and your caring and da 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 da. If you really are made the way you was and operating that way, yes, you're supposed to have leaps and bounds skill, but you're ignoring it because you're in your feelings about something. So now you don't have to work as hard. You don't have to try as hard. You don't have to put forth any effort because you gave up a long time ago trying to be your best. If it's not a school where you can get some type of grades or get some type of promotion, if you get some type of trophy or some type of reward or monetary gain, then you will work hard. But working hard for a man in your life that you don't feel like you need, it makes sense why a lot of our women will be left sharing niggas that don't really fuck with them up until their senior citizen. You know what I'm saying? AA 10 years. AARP. Remember that now. Remember when that health started failing. Remember all them days of eating whatever the fuck you want, not working out, not drinking no water, not eating no leafy green vegetables, eating no fresh fruit, not getting no fiber intake, not doing none of that shit for 20 years, 30 years. But you cute. You got your hair done. You got your eyes done. You got your face whipped. You got that outfit on, showing your titties, showing yourself, showing it, showing it, showing it. But them insides gonna catch you hoes. Give a fuck about how cute you is, nigga. We seen beautiful women on that goddamn operating table. They body was through on the inside. Kidneys weren't worth a damn. Liver ain't worth a fuck. Lungs ain't worth a damn. Talking. Got so much to say. Bitch, pancreas about out of there. What this bitch talking about? This bitch uterus is giving her so much problems. We're gonna have to do a total hysterectomy, baby. Your insides, baby. Y'all care about. The ones who do this is for the outside. You're not putting the same amount of time into what you do with your body for the inside and health of you than you worrying about some outside shit that ain't never had nothing to do with nothing. Because they cut the power off, cut this water off. A lot of you motherfuckers in trouble. You still gonna expect somebody else to start a fire for you. You gonna use their fire. I'm just think, can I stand by y'all fire? No, bitch. Our fire is at capacity. You didn't go get no kindling. You ain't been out here in this cold. You ain't put in the work to get this, to get to relax and get the goddamn kick it amongst the damn campfire. And you didn't put in on this, man. You were worrying about your nails when you gotta put some gloves on. Cause right now it's, hey Siri, what's the weather right now?
It's currently clear and 35 degrees. Temperatures are heading down from 37 to 28 degrees tonight.
So it's 30 something degrees right now. Let's say you in a place where it's 15 degrees, 10 degrees, and they cut that motherfucking power. Now, even out here without the right clothes, in 10, 15 minutes, your body temp is gonna drop quickly. Now, let's say you looking to set up somewhere to motherfucking camp out for the night. We gotta put this shit together. I ain't talking about having no tents. That's a pleasure to be able to pull out the tents if you had already bought them, stored them. Tents, water, batteries, flashlight. We need solar power. We need a little generator. We need something to be able to cook on. You get what I'm talking about? We need something to be able to shower, lay our heads, all that shit. But we talking about we ain't got none of that. We gotta make it from the nature. What type of time y'all on, man? Our women don't understand. You live in a world that if men didn't go out and do all the shit, you wouldn't reap the benefit to be able to sit in your house and talk to people all over the world from where you at. You think this shit just magically do what it do, don't it? What? How is this wave transmitted? What satellite are they using? Do you Whether iPhone or Android, we can all be on the same apps, guys. You're trying to make a divide when it should be like 15 phone companies, not two. But nobody want to think because they want to feel like I got the best of something I didn't have nothing to do with creating. Y'all niggas don't want to create. You just want to talk about what you feel and what you think and what you think and what you feel about this and what that and this and that, and then get offline. And then do you live it? Do you walk it? Do you talk it? Are you the personification of what the fuck you pretending to be, my friend? Let's see this nigga look better now. Uh-oh, he went behind the shrubbery right there. I can't see that nigga right now. But anywho, let me let this bitch finish, but I can go on forever about this, man.
Like, why not give me a chance to tell you I cook and I eat wherever? Like, I'm not picky, but I don't have a choice. So I feel like if I could hide it all, it'd be fine. I did date a person before that did not have social media, and it was great until he found out a little bit more about the level of what I do in business.
Okay. What's on your page?
So I own a real estate company. I also do real estate investing, so I own a hotel. And I also own some luxury studios.
What's on your page?
My real estate, all my business, because that's how I get clients.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm seeing pictures of you trying to show off your body on your page, too.
On my Instagram?
Yeah. And I'm seeing where you trying to show off your makeup.
Okay, well, I used to do makeup for a living. So, I mean, but I do also have natural pictures with my natural hair and natural stuff on there, too, because I do both.
Why is that there? If you're now
okay, so what
in real estate,
what are you trying to accomplish?
I want to get married. I definitely want to get married. I'm not opposed to dating someone that does not make what I make. I do not think a measure of a man of his pocket, but I want to have a fair shot at it without preconceived notions, is what I'm saying.
You want to have a fair shot at marriage?
Yeah, just getting to know people. Yeah, of course, that leads to marriage. Absolutely.
I'm just taking a look through your page. You make over 6 figures? Or 7? You make 7 figures?
Not quite.
Okay. Well, you probably priced yourself out. It's not likely that you're going to find a man that makes as much as you.
I don't need that. I'm not even seeking that. I'm seeking safety, support, tenderness. If I had to give a list, that'd be my list. I'm not seeking that.
You're just talking to me about men that have found you online? That's what you're saying?
Well, not even that in person. You were just talking to the other young lady about social media and whether or not to give her Instagram. So I give out my phone number. But once I give out my phone number, it's not hard to Google more. But once that happens, I feel like the conversation shifts. And I really want a fair shot. But in dating, I feel like we're asking
questions. Hold on a second. You're saying once you give out your Instagram? The conversation.
I try not to. I try not to do that. I try just.
When does the conversation shift?
Once they start following me on social media.
So you're giving out your number to men just randomly, like in public?
Well, I mean, I'm in real estate on social media.
So you're giving out your number to men just randomly, like in public?
Well, I mean, I'm in real estate, so I have to go to Home Depot, I go to Lowe's, I go to construction sites. I'm all over the place. I meet people everywhere. So if I talk to someone and they seem nice or kind, I'm not opposed to, a conversation going further. Not every person, of course, they have to be, attractive to me and vice versa, I'm sure.
What is it?
How long have you been looking for a husband? How long?
I would say I got divorced in 2010, and I probably feel like I was ready for marriage again probably about 5 years after that. So okay. I would say a while.
Okay, so at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Why do you think you have not been able to get married? What just focus on that question. Why do you think you can't get married right now? Why do you think it's been 10 years and no marriage?
I live in a military community, and unfortunately, I feel like sometimes that leads to transient relationships. So you meet someone, you're nice, they're nice, but they're leaving in a short term. So, and it's a choice because of long distance relationships if you want to engage. But for me, I would prefer to have, because acts of service is important to me, and I like to give them and receive them, I like a person that I can reach out to.
Lady, you're not. My problem, I already see what your problem is, because I have a big problem with you already. You're not good at answering questions. You don't know how to. Actually, my topic was going to be about that. Y'all don't know how to talk to men anymore. You're not good at answering. You need to really work on that.
Okay.
How many children do you have?
I have 2.
Just by your husband?
No, I had a child after I got a divorce.
So now you have 2 children by 2 men. How old are they?
My son is an adult. He's 20. And my daughter is 5.
Why didn't it work out with him?
My son's, who are you talking about?
Your daughter's father.
He was abusive. I'm going to be very direct. He was abusive.
Did he make good money?
Yeah, he made decent money, yeah. I have sole custody of my daughter, so there's no interference, there's no co-parenting. I have sole custody.
He was physically abusive?
Yes. Otherwise, I feel like counseling and
Yes, you learned about that after you got pregnant?
That's actually when he became abusive.
Yeah. Y'all all have just about the same story. Why do you think that is? Let me ask you that. Why do you think that that's mostly this, especially with the BW? Why do you think that y'all mostly all have the same story?
I don't know. I talk to a lot of women, and I try to understand sometimes.
He just told us, bitch, you don't know how to answer questions good. And here we are about to see, we're experiencing it together. Bitch ain't just gonna answer the question. Now, you ask me, I would say, based off the numbers and what they could be different and all similar on the type of men they want and the men they attract and the men they want to sleep with. So them same men can sleep with multiple women because they have a look, they have an appeal to women, and he can carry on that trait because it works for him. That's why they got similar stories, because they all like similar things no matter how much they say, I'm nothing like that bitch. I'm nothing like that bitch. Why? 89 of y'all got. Very, very similar story. She from the Bronx. She from Southside Chicago. She from goddamn LA. She from goddamn Houston, Texas. She from goddamn Mobile, Alabama. She from Gwinnett County. She from Miami, Florida. You feel me? I can name all these fucking different places you from and what you ain't seen and what type of niggas you really fuck with. But when we look at your life and what the fuck has come from it and where it is right now, same story. How you're nothing like other women. What are you talking about? How many family pictures do you have with you and the nigga you had your children with every year? How many pictures do you ladies have in your possession that's taken of the mother, the father, and the offspring all together in one picture? Oops.
Similarities that we have and why we're in those situations. And I think that sometimes it's just
you don't want no pictures, huh? That's what you're saying.
So that's the best answer you have for me, is that this was the card that you was dealt. Y'all all being dealt similar men who are abusive, and you don't find out until after you get pregnant.
In my particular case, he was an actor.
No, I don't want to talk about your particular case right now. Yeah. I'm asking you in general, generally speaking. I've talked to thousands of women. Thousands. And most of y'all have the same story when it comes to abuse, when it comes to the man wasn't no good, when it comes to he was all this stuff. You didn't find out until right after you got pregnant. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I didn't see the sign.
So these are just the cards all of y'all are being dealt. Okay, so...
No, I'm not saying that.
So the BW is y'all cursed. Because y'all all being dealt the same men. Y'all cursed. Let's just say it. Let's just say y'all cursed. You be get no husband, you curse.
I don't want to believe I'm not going.
Why not? Because we just discussed. You had a husband. Why did that end?
He was military, and it's hard when you're separated a lot to remain faithful. So, and I'm not
he. All I hear is this. They did this. They did this. They do this. It's the guy. I haven't heard you take accountability for nothing.
There is no accountability.
Are you gonna take accountability right now that you overweight?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not even ashamed of that. So absolutely.
Well, I'm saying, but everything else you've been blaming the men for everything. The men that listen, you blame your ex-husband, you blame your daughter's father, you blame all the men that seem to talk to you at first, get your phone number, whatever. Then they check your Instagram page or whatever, and then everything changes.
They're intimidated.
Everything is on them.
And what do you got to do?
When are you gonna take introspection and look at you? You got all this money. Why haven't you booked a one-on-one session with me? My one-on-ones don't even cost that much yet, but they're going up soon. Why haven't you booked a one-on-one?
This is only my second time seeing one of your shows, so I do apologize. I don't know your platform that much like that. So
okay, but you know my platform enough to come up and have a conversation.
Oh, I would love to have a conversation now.
You are having a conversation.
Was on there, so I was like, you know what? If he'll answer a question, let me ask a question. And I have no problem taking accountability. I also have no problem with being agreeable. But the thing is, we're in a tight time frame. I've done wrong as far as how I've handled situations in my past. I'm not a saint by any means.
How old are you?
40.
You're 40 with a 5-year-old.
Yeah, I know.
And you're probably 50, 60 pounds overweight. You weigh what, 215?
No, I do weigh 195, but I don't weigh 215, but thank you. I'm just short. I'm very short. I'm 5'3".
Okay, you're 5'3". Well, I can't tell how tall you are based off of the pictures.
I know. That's why I'm telling you. It's not real.
You're 40 years old, and much more of this conversation, see, that's why you need to do a one-on-one, because much more of this needs to be directed at you, not the men. Not how the men are responding. Because the men...
2:30. I told y'all she was capping.
The men are responding
still not listening
based on how you are. based off of the energy you project, based off of what they see. Stop reading all the comments. A lot of y'all will have all this education, right? And can do all this stuff with a career, but y'all not smart enough to figure out a relationship, a marriage. Because y'all don't put enough time and energy. Put all your time into trying to make money. Put all your time into trying to buy hair. Put all your time into eyelashes and makeup. And you don't put enough time into what's even more important than that.
I did not hear, bro.
Because I already know, I can see it in your eyes. You're lonely. That money's not going to be able to buy you happiness. Stop reading all the comments. You hard-headed.
Oh, I'm not reading now. I'm looking at you. I swear I'm not reading right now. I'm looking right at you.
Lady, I can see when you look down at the comments. What do you think this is? You think this... I just started doing this?
Sir, okay.
I'm just asking. You think I didn't just fall off the back of a truck. I've been doing this for years. I know when y'all's reading the comments.
When y'all was reading.
I've been talking to... Didn't you hear me say I've talked to thousands of women? Thousands.
Yes, you did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you believe me?
I absolutely do.
You're obviously here looking for advice. So obviously you think that my advice is valuable. And you see a whole bunch of other women that keep coming up every night. So obviously they think what I'm doing is good, is valuable. I'm helping. So I'm saying to you right now, you just need to book a session. That's the best thing I can tell you right now. You need to go look at my bio, it has instructions, book a one-on-one session. That way I can dig deeper. This is not about embarrassing you, but this is a wake-up call. Your focus have been for too many years on your appearance, on the money. That tells me something is going on here. Something is definitely going on here that's probably deep psychological. And you don't even know it, but I see it. I have a lot of professional experience in this, being able to read people. They say, Guru, why are you able to be so good at what you do? Because I have been doing this for years. And I can dig deep and I can get in deep. But y'all gotta be honest. And there's too many times where y'all not honest. And I can already tell one of the major problems, you don't answer. That's why I said it earlier. You don't answer questions direct. You don't answer questions direct. That's a major problem with a lot of y'all. That tells me a lot about you. And it's a whole lot of I feel. No, I need matter of fact. I need some accountability on your end.
They don't like that, brother.
It is already. Why did your TikTok channel grow so fast and then it stopped? Because I was mostly only posting and focused on that channel. That's why. Was it the problem with the content? No. Was it a problem? No, it was my fault. What have you done to change things? Why have you gotten all this growth? Because I focused a lot more on my IG and targeting and doing certain things that I need to do and studying and figuring out how to get this algorithm to work in my favor. So now the IG's working. Now I'm doing the same thing with the YouTube channel. And now that's starting to work. You see how that happens? You see how that works? You see how I took accountability for all that? It's my fault. I got better at doing things. I got better at my thumbnails. I got better at whoever I need, asking questions, going to whoever I needed to go to.
Seeking help.
Networking with the right people in the industry.
Motherfuckers don't want to do that. They talk that talk, but they want all the fucking shine. So I don't want to split the pie. I need that whole motherfucker to myself. Selfish bastards, bro. Hold on. Hey Siri, what's the 7 sins?
The 7 deadly sins function as a grouping classification of major vices within the teachings of Christianity. That was from Wikipedia. Shall I continue?
Yes.
According to the standard list, the 7 deadly sins in Christianity are pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. In Christianity, the classification of deadly sins into a group of 7 originated with Tertullian. and continued with Evagrius Ponticus. The concepts of the sins involved were in part based on Greco-Roman and biblical antecedents.
I took accountability for that. I didn't blame. Yeah, there's a lot of problems I faced on other apps, dealing with a lot of trolls and a lot of issues. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to even complain and blame that. I'm just going to move on. I'm going to keep growing and keep moving. Despite a lot of people saying you're not going to be successful if you leave. Nobody wants your content. You're a fake. You know how many things I hear this stuff. Hundreds of times they write this stuff in all my comments on every platform every day. Fake Kevin wannabe, that's the top things they say. Kevin wannabe, you're fake. You're this, you're that. You're never going to be successful. You're never going to make it. Give it up, bruh. This ain't it. I still don't blame those people. I take accountability for that. And that's what you need to do right now. You need to book the session and start taking this serious. Stop taking your hair and weave and all that other stuff and your makeup so serious, and take this serious. 40 years old. 40 with a 5-year-old. Y'all are in triage. More men that are listening to content like mine that are starving. I got so many men that contact me every day and said, brother, we've been starving for your content. I'm barely discovering you. I got brothers, I'll probably get 20 a day that will reach out. Maybe more, maybe 30. They'll say, brother, I just came across your content. I can't believe I've never seen your content before. They're starving for this. And when they hear my message, what are they going to say? Wow, Guru is promoting us to leave the BW and go overseas. Is that looking better for you or worse? Men of means, not pookies. Hey, Guru, I've been talking to this woman right here. She's 40 years old with a 5-year-old child. But she makes good money, you know, and she's pretty. She's overweight, and she likes to wear all the fake stuff. But what do you think I should do? Do you think I should pursue her? Because I hear you talking a lot about the women overseas who have no bodies. They're not single moms. Maybe they're not going to have the money, but what should I do? If they book a one-on-one with me, what do you think I'm going to tell them to do? Oh, stay here and go with the woman that's 40, divorced, then had a baby with some abusive man. You think, but she got money. Go, stay with her. Go with her. I'm glad see, this was a wake-up call. Now you're listening. This is exactly what I wanted you to do. I accomplished what I